What's going on, everybody? It's the Gas Holes Podcast, episode 17. How y'all doing? What is it? September, recorded for September 16th. We're getting there, man. We're in the last about quarter of the year. Travis, how you doing? How you been?
Doing good. I'm pissed.
Why you pissed?
Because Dollar General. Okay, so first of all, I got a big-ass can thing of boiled peanuts.
Ooh.
And I bought an electric can opener, but the big-ass can thing was too tall for the can opener, so I only got like a quarter of it open. So then I took a steak knife, a hammer, and some pliers and got it about halfway, but it wouldn't fold. So then I was like, man, I'm just putting metal shavings down here in my peanuts. So I run to Dollar General, which is not far away, and I get me a good old-fashioned can opener. And they've got 4 people working in that Dollar General. And 3 of them are useless as tits on a boar hog. Only one of them's at a register. The other 3 are just standing there. And it's a line, I shit you not, from the front all the way down like the main aisle to the back. And they're just moving slower and slower every person that comes through. And you get a lot of like interesting characters at your local Dollar General. And then also they only have one little sign. So this Dollar General, for whatever reason, doesn't accept like EBT and shit. So there's always somebody who gets up there and gets in like an argument with somebody, and that holds the line up because they can't pay for their shit. And oh man! And then one time I was in there and people were pissed off because they weren't selling cigarettes for some reason, and the sign was written by the cashier. It was an old lady, said, "Sorry, no smokes," which was pretty funny. Anyway, after about 15 minutes of standing in line, I got my can opener. I came home, got my peanuts opened. But it bothered me, the whole experience, seeing 3 people just stand there while we were backed all the way up to the back of the store.
Those are always the fucking worst, man. I mean, that happens all the time around. I'm sure it probably happens just about everywhere. I don't understand it. People just fucking dick around and fuck everybody else's day up. It's like that in the Hagerstown Walmart.
Well, I got up there and got flustered. I apparently fat-fingered my PIN number twice. So the first time I put it in, and then it just said transaction canceled. So I thought it was a problem because the guy, he was just a fucking mumbling idiot up there. So he's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right. So I put my card back in, and I do it again. And he's like, incorrect PIN again. And I'm like, oh, so now everybody's going to be mad at me. So I had to peel their little COVID thing back so I could actually see the numbers, because that's the dumbest thing in the world to me, that they put a cover over the keypad, but everybody still touches that cover. But anyway, I'm not going to go into that rant. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've seen since this started. I've seen a lot of stupid shit since all this started. That's the dumbest thing. But I was fat fingering my pen, so I kind of held the line up for a minute too. But yeah, I got my peanuts and everything's good now.
Are they good peanuts? Any metal shavings in there?
I didn't need them yet. I put them all in a big Tupperware thing. I might dig into them after this. I didn't want to be like drooling all over myself while I was doing this.
Yeah. What did you say the tools you used to open it the first time?
I kind of got it started with the electric can opener. Then I used a steak knife to make the hole bigger. Then I got some pliers, and then I got a hammer.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Peel the other side back.
The way he said it, steak knife, pliers, and a fucking hammer. Walk into a bar.
I really, oddly enough, and this would have been really stupid, but I was thinking I could probably shoot it with a pistol and get it started a little better. But I don't know, a bullet going in there would probably be just as bad as the metal shavings. So either way, we got it resolved with a cheap can opener from the Dollar General.
I was going to say, nothing like cracking open some peanuts and you start chewing on a bullet instead of a peanut.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good.
Anyways, we're coming off of Richmond, and I think we're both kind of the same point that Richmond is not what it used to be. I started preaching a while ago. They should just repave the son of a bitch. Like I appreciate that it wears tires and all that stuff, and it's cool. There's not a lot of tracks that have that high wear, on the tires that like Darlington. Like, I mean, there's only a couple of them. It's like Atlanta, Darlington, Homestead. There's only a handful of them, right? So on a short track though, I don't think so. I don't know. I just I think it's time for a repave, man. Get that grippy bottom groove back. Like Richmond its peak was, I think, when it was just a one groove track for the most part.
think they should get rid of some of the banking too.
Yeah,
Make it a little
sure.
flatter.
Why not? I mean, anything. I don't know. It's just multi-groove racing's fun. In Richmond, it's still pretty good. Here's the thing, though. I remember going to a handful of Richmond races and always leaving all right. You know, I always thought the racing was pretty good. I think a big part of, like, I just feel like the TV crew misses a lot of the action. I remember leaving Richmond. It was a year or two ago. It was Kyle Busch who won the playoff race, and I remember leaving there and was like, man, that's a pretty good race. You know, not a whole lot of shit happened, but it was a pretty solid race, and just everybody was shitting on it when I got out of there, and I was like, what? I just feel like they do such a shitty job at, like, picking out, like, some of the battles and some of the just the little things that happen through the field. You know what I mean? Like, just pulling up midfield battles, and because obviously there was shit going on, and you know, it wasn't like the old 2019 big ass giant spoiler package where there wasn't a whole lot of passing. I don't know if you saw it. I saw it on Twitter that there was like 1,500 more green flag passes or some shit like that during the race than the last year or so. They had the giant ass spoiler package, but so I mean, it was obviously, you know, you could pass, which is great, but I don't know, man. Just that that's what I've always been saying. Richmond's like that. It's like a short track, but it's not like it used to be. So it's like you really only have two short tracks now. It's down to just Bristol, Martinsville. Richmond doesn't quite drive like it anymore. It's kind of turned into kind of similar to Iowa, basically. Just Iowa's on the top groove instead of the bottom like Richmond is. But you get good racing out of it. But it's not like I don't know. I feel like people just, you know, continuously turn on Richmond and expect that you know, crazy short track you know, shit show, but it's just not that anymore. Should we get it back? I don't know. I'd like to see it back. I don't know, but it's I would have, because if I could have gone, I probably would have gone to the Richmond race, and then I would have been able to, you know, really see what the race was like. Because a lot of times, again, I think Richmond, at least out of tracks I've been to, it's like just comparing it to watching it, you know, being there and then watching it on TV. It's night and day. So I don't know. Blame the camera crews. I don't know.
I've never been to Richmond, and I mean, I don't think it's one of the most exciting races, but I would take Richmond over a lot of races. Like even Sunday's race, I thought was decent. It was great compared to most races we see now.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I think I'd like to see it repaved, maybe a little flatter. I don't know, something. I want to see a shit show. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to be one of these people because, like, I don't watch like Atlanta for a wreck or super speedway racing for a wreck. And I don't even watch short tracks for a wreck. But I found typically when racing is at its best, there are wrecks to go with it because people are so close together and they're just fucking up. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I want to see a shit show.
Yeah. You know, to pile on top of that, I feel like every single playoff race now, they just hype it up, and just sometimes it doesn't come out to be that race. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, you know, we were there for the Bristol All-Star race. Everybody expected that just to be like somebody get dumped. You know, we're gonna have at least one fight. You know, it's the Bristol All-Star race, but it just like some races just don't end up being like that. And especially like because Richmond considered a short track. You know, you throw it in there, playoff night race. You know, so you kind of almost just expect for something to go down, and it's like it doesn't, and everybody's disappointed. But at least, you know, on the bright side, everybody, at least it wasn't the 2019 package. Jesus Christ. That was probably one of the worst tracks ever. I'll never forget it. I remember watching Joey Logano enter around the top and just completely change his line in the middle of the corner just to fuck up somebody riding behind him to take the air off his nose. I'm like, all right, we've gone too far. But yeah, all in all, it wasn't really that bad of a race, but it just wasn't that yeah, that's where I'm a little nervous because we're going to Bristol next week, and you know, it's a cutoff race as well, but it's like, what happens if that's a dud too? It's gonna really suck. I hope it doesn't, but it's like, I don't know, man. So far, I mean, to be fair, it is still early in the playoffs though, but I don't know. I really don't. I did want to talk about Quinn though for a minute. He actually had a really good run at Richmond. I thought. I want to say he finished 32nd. He their Starcom short track program has probably been the worst out of everything. they've been pretty good on the plate tracks. They've been pretty good on the 2 mile to like a mile and a half. But short tracks, man, they've really struggled the most. And I mean, not just Quinn, but Landon Castle, Joey Gase, if he counts, anybody they've brought up, they used to be rolling a lot of different drivers deep. But they've come a long way, and I think they're finally starting to figure out the short tracks. Yeah, Quinn ran pretty well. Again, he started off pretty slow. He had been to Richmond before, so at least there's that. Yeah, he just hung around most of the night and ended up, just kind of picking them off one by one as the night went on. So again, another clean race. Nobody really talked about him during the race, which is good. And a solid short track race. Honestly, once again, that's just been their biggest struggle. So I was super excited to see him finish where he did. Again, I'm trying to find it because I can't remember. But yeah, I was really excited. We'll see what he does at Bristol too. We got to see him a little bit when we were there for the All-Star race, and he was doing all right. And then he ended up going 3 wide. I don't know who the other 2 guys, but they got in his left rear, and that was about the end of it for him. He just kind of parked it after that. God damn it! This fucking NASCAR app sucks.
Can we talk about Austin Dillon for a second? How he probably would have won Richmond if he knew how to pit.
Yeah,
on speed alone? Like, I mean, he was just the dominant fucking dude.
Yeah, where the fuck's this been at? Is it Austin Dillon? Is it Carr? I don't understand.
I don't know. I mean, Darlington he ran good, but obviously had some luck kind of fall his way there at the end. But Richmond was just straight. I can't think of a time I've seen him in Cup just be that fast from the start to the finish. Like, I mean, he was just fast throughout. I really think if he didn't fuck up pit road twice, he probably would have won.
I'm rooting for him. I tell you what, I've been roasting Austin Dillon for a long time, as well as many other people. But I don't know about you. I'm rooting for him.
I'm rooting for him, but the 12 of his fans, I'd say out of the 12 fans he has, 9 of them are cocksuckers. Because I see him on Twitter, man, and they're just fucking assholes. One of them was in my mentions. All that hating's coming back to get you, ain't it? And then he fucked up pit road twice. And I really, really wanted to go back at the guy, but I didn't want to give him attention. Oh, man. I made that video or whatever of me like, what the fuck at the TV, And then I don't know, the guy didn't follow me, but he found that, and I guess he's seen me hate on Austin Dillon. I don't hate Austin Dillon. I think he acts like a tool very frequently, but I don't wish bad things on the guy. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was cool when he won Texas. I think it showed everything that's wrong with the fucking package, but it was cool to see somebody different win. And if he'd have won Richmond, I'd be like, that's cool, because I miss the days of random ass motherfuckers just showing up and being fast. You don't see that anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I've ever seen anybody defend Austin Dillon on Twitter. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough, but
you have to look hard, and typically you have to do like me and say something bad about him to find them. But there's about 12 of them out there, and I'd say, give or take a few, 9 of them are cocksuckers. According to my calculation.
Okay. Larry Trends of the fucking Twitter. Yeah, I was I'm a big fan of roasted drivers. I just think it's kind of funny. I don't know. I just like joking around with people, and I usually save that more for my videos now, because I used to do that shit on Twitter all the time, and now I just kind of try not to fucking upset people, because I know people take things very seriously. But I was firing one up on Twitter that night for Austin Dillon, but when I guess he took the lead at some point. I was gonna tweet it, and the 12 Austin Dillon fans go wild.
You should have.
I really should have, but I didn't do it. But I'm fucking rooting for him, man.
Well, it would have ended badly, because fucking Haley Deegan had him in a fucking spiral by laying down during a Zoom meeting and then wiping the ash off of the hood of her car.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were gonna say.
No. Wiping the ash.
Yeah.
She got back from North Carolina, and she, I guess, had her car parked at the airport. And she's like, "Oh, I cleaned it before I left. Look at all this ash." And people went bananas, because the headline of the year is "People are dying." That's what people yell. Whenever you say anything, they're like, "Oh, people are dying." That's always their thing. So my thing now is people are crying because that's all I see when I'm on Twitter.
Oh.
So we're gonna start the hashtag people are crying. So join in, folks.
So what happened? Why were people upset at the ash on her car? I don't understand.
Because people are dying. How insensitive of you, Cozy. They just saw it as her being, I guess, because her house isn't on fire. She's not allowed to talk about the ash being on her car. I don't know.
But what was she getting at? Like, whoa, this is crazy. You know, it was just like.
I don't know. It was like a 7-second clip of her like, so I just got back from Carolina, and then she rubbed her finger across the thing. I just watched this before I left. Look at this ash. That was like it. That was literally it. She didn't say, oh, now look at this ash. Fuck all the people that are dying. Like, she didn't do that. She just said, look at all this ash. Like, she didn't mean anything by it. I don't get it.
I like the Haley Deegan impression.
Yeah,
really
I was a half-assed one. I was gonna go all the way, but I didn't want to even try.
Yeah, that's fair. Man, what the fuck is wrong with people, man? Get your heads out of your asses. Jesus Christ.
The Truck Night in America cured me of wanting to do that.
Oh, bro.
Remember?
Unfortunately, yes, I do.
Well, yeah, not when she wrecked you. I mean, like when she would key up.
Oh, no, no, that's what I was thinking of. Oh, yeah, okay. I remember that. She's got a... I don't want to make fun of how she talks. She's just got a very sharp voice, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. She's just got a very sharp, like when it pierces your eardrums, it's just a different pitch than most people's.
Well, the mic didn't help.
The mic didn't help.
Yeah. That mic was the gain was all the way up, and yeah, it was not a good experience if you were in that lobby. But yeah, people are pissed because she wiped the ash on the hood of her car and mentioned it. I don't know. My thoughts on the whole thing is that she's lived in California her whole life. Like, I'm sure she knows that wildfires are serious, but when your state government's too incompetent to prepare for it, and it happens every fucking year, yeah, I'd probably rub my hood too and be like, yeah, look, there's some ash on my hood. I don't get it. I think it was just a slow news day and people needed to be upset.
Slow day for a lot of people, apparently. That's usually how it goes. I want to take a look at my playoff grid. I really, man, I'm already regretting not putting Austin Dillon into the next round. I was really considering it. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to be that guy like, yeah, I was going to do that all along. But I was considering it because he's kind of like that borderline. If he can get his head out of his ass, he can put some races together.
Well, he's done it before. That was the thing. I had thought about it, putting him in the round of 12. I didn't think he'd go past that, but now I'm starting to think he might go a little bit further if he can keep this up. He's really fucked me in the ass here, though, because he has really turned mine all sorts of upside down. It would be okay if it wasn't for him, I think. But, well, no. He see, him making that jump has just fucked me. Mine's not going to be right now.
But dams. I'm sure as fuck not getting past the first round. I had Kurt Busch. It looks like that was a stupid one. I knew I really panicked on that one. I couldn't. Kurt Busch is like, he's always good for the first round. After that, but I don't know. I guess he still could. He's good at Bristol though, so I can't. As long as he has a good run. I had Almirola. He's in. It's pretty close though. Blaney's in a must win, I guess, and so is the Benedetto. Wouldn't that be cool to see one of those two pull it out? Man, I don't want to talk up the Bristol night race because I know if I do, it's gonna suck when we go there. But I'm just saying the possibilities. I
mean, we're gonna be looking at the back of a pole anyway, so it ain't gonna matter.
There's no poles in row 12.
It's not looking promising. I saw a picture from row 26, and it's not looking promising. I'm holding out hope because I think between me and you and the listeners here, I think we'll be able to move if it's anything like the All-Star race.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not looking pretty, Travis might be packing his bags Saturday morning and watching the race for my lazy boy because I am not looking forward to looking at the back of a pole. Unless, see, here's where I feel like as soon as I drive all the way back home, though, somebody will fucking full send body somebody in turn 4 for the win. You know what I mean? It's like going to a concert and sitting in like a shitty seat up close, but then during the guitar solo, it's the best seat in the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. There's not a bad seat at Bristol. There really isn't, unless you're sitting behind one of those poles. But I don't think we're going to be sitting behind a fucking pole. We might be sitting a little close to the track. Here's the thing. the one Bristol night race I went to, we sat in the corner, and that's the only thing I didn't like is that when we were sitting really high, so like you kind of lose the cars as they go underneath you, and I guess that'll probably happen since I don't like sitting in the fucking corner at Bristol. That's the only thing. But you know, I just think it's fucking stupid that we can't pick our seats anyways. Like, I get it, they're spacing everybody out, but here's an idea. Hold on, everybody. How about we just take all these designated areas, we have the seats that we want to separate, and then we just let everybody have a free-for-all for those seats. How about that?
That's what Dega did. It worked out great.
Yeah, how about that? Crazy. I know. Weird. I don't know. But, what the fuck? Because, we didn't know where the fuck we were going to sit there for the All-Star race, and it kind of worked out. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe the seats will suck. I hope they won't suck, because Jesus Christ, these are the most fucking expensive tickets I've bought in a long fucking time.
And that is why if they do suck and I do stay, Travis will be finding seats he does like. And it'll take the local SWAT team to get Travis out of the seats he finds and likes. So yeah. I'm determined. I'm going to see the race from how I want to see it.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you, and you're a big old boy. So when the people come to drag us out, I'm hiding behind you. Yeah. But that's fucking bullshit. $130 a goddamn ticket, and we're sitting in row 12. What?
That's what I don't understand. Like, I honestly, when I saw the ticket prices, I was nervous for the All-Star race because I'd never been, and it was like, okay, tickets were all fairly cheap. So it's like I could see them pulling some shit. But $130, I was like, damn, we're probably going to have pretty good seats. And they fucking suck. We got better seats last time for half the price.
Yeah, half the race, but still, that's fucking horse shit.
Don't give me that shit. I would pay the same for a shorter race. I only pay for the last, 10 laps anyway. I don't give a fuck about the rest of it. So half the price for better seats, that was a way better deal. I'm upset, but we will just, like I said, that's what people were doing at the All-Star race. People were moving left and right. Remember? I saw people starting off down at the bottom. That's what we should have done. We should have just paid $30 and then hightailed it up to the top like everybody else did.
Yeah. But fucking stupid. Our Xfinity tickets are pretty nice, I think.
That's the only reason I'm excited, because we get to sit in the cool seats or whatever.
Fuck it. We'll just sit in the same seats for the Cup race, and we'll act confused. We'll figure it out for. I'm interested because our tickets might end up being really cool for Cup. They might be. They also might really suck, but there won't be.
I'm holding on to hope because we might just be on that little threshold of not too low. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we're the first row of good seats. So that's why I'm kind of okay, maybe I won't go home. Maybe I will just try it out, because turn 4, where we're sitting, I think we'll have a good view of the front stretch and all that, but we'll still be able to see the back stretch if we're up high enough. So I think we're in the right area. I just don't know if we're high enough. But like I said,
yeah, we'll figure it on out.
Yeah, we'll fix that if we need to.
So yeah, I don't want to jinx it, but we could set up for one hell of a fucking race, especially with some of the guys below the cut line. At least it's close. Fucking Bill's three outside. Cole Custer has done a little bit better than I thought, but he still hadn't gone, quite quick enough. He can't point his way in, though. That's the thing, man. A lot of these guys are really close to falling out between Clint, Kurt Busch, Almirola. Even Kyle Busch is only plus 18. But, what was it, last year? He self-spun on lap 2 or 3?
Yeah.
I'll take one of those for 500, please. Make it a little interesting during the entire race. See him come back. But I'm super excited. What the hell else are we going to talk about? Xfinity trucks. See, we talked about this how many fucking times now? We hopped on here to start working on the outline and kind of figure out what we wanted to talk about, and I was so fucking lost trying to figure out what series and what started, what hadn't started, and Xfinity. It's a little bit more confusing because of the Rona schedule, but Xfinity has one more race, right? And that's Bristol, and then the trucks is finished the regular season, and they're going to have their first playoff race at Bristol. Meanwhile, the Cup Series has already done 2 playoff races? I fucking hate it. I hate it. Everybody starts the same fucking time, damn it. But Yeah, we'll figure it out. So the Xfinity, they got one more race, and I'm excited to see that because, again, it's at Bristol. Wow, whoop-de-fucking-do. All right, first man out is Jeremy Clements, 49 points out. I don't think he's going to be pointing his way in, and I don't think anybody's going to be winning their way in, so I'm not as excited anymore. Ross Chastain's 523 points to the good. Good for him. Wow.
He'll do something stupid, though, and make it exciting anyway. So
Yeah, I'm sure he probably will. Man, what has happened to the Xfinity series? Brandon Brown to the good. Jeremy Clements, Myatt Snyder, man, he's been in 2 different cars and he's only 88 points out. Woo Dale. Fucking Alex Bay, 99 points out. I'd really like to see somebody stupid win and get in, but that's so crazy though when you look at it. I was looking at that the other day. There's only 17 Xfinity Series drivers who've started every single race. Only 17. And then Tommy Joe Martins is 20th in points with 24 starts. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. He missed his start. That's about it. Oh, no, Joe Graff is... Jeez, that goes to show you how bad Joe Graff is. He started every single race, and he's this far down. I thought that was the end of the line there. Jesus Christ. BJ McLeod's in front of him. Missed a race, apparently. Anthony Alfredo is in front of him, and he's only started 14 races. Yikes. Poor Hemrick, man. He's up there as well. He's started 16 races, and I think he's crashed every single one of them. That's a shame.
Oh, man. Anthony's actually run pretty good, so I guess that one makes sense. But poor Hemrick, man. Poor 8-car. I had Jeb and DraftKings and was doing pretty good during the Friday night, I believe. Yeah, the night race for the Xfinity Series last weekend, and then he fucking broke. I should have known better. He is the worst fucking line. He killed a big-ass elk, though. Did you see that?
No, an elk?
Yeah. He went on an elk hunt, killed a big-ass elk.
Ah, cool.
Which most elk are large, but this one was, I'd say, above average.
Where was it at? Do you know?
I don't know. Somewhere up north.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Go elk hunting. That'd be fun, I would imagine.
They'll keep you fed for a long time.
Oh, hell yeah. That's some big bastards. Yeah, I was watching the Saturday race. I missed most of it. I was actually fucking outside for once. But I did catch the end of the Xfinity race on Saturday. I was going to the damn Popeyes drive-thru, was getting some motherfucking chicken, and I caught the last like 10 laps or whatever. I thought he was gonna win there for a minute, and then he didn't. Poor Jeb, but that would have been really cool to see him win though. At least for the 8-car. It's funny how the I don't understand how that happens. It's just like it went from the 60 car having all that shitty luck between a bunch of different drivers to the 8-car with a bunch of shitty luck. Which just now reminded me, I don't know if you saw, I saw somewhere on Twitter today, something about Sam Mayer doing JRM stuff next year.
Yeah,
I think,
the second half of next season. I guess he'll be 18 then or whatever. So.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know about you. You like him, don't you? Because of Martinsville. He ran really well that one truck race in Martinsville until he got in that big crash. Remember out of turn 2, I think it was. Somebody went around and they all wadded him up. He seems to be pretty darn good, I tell you what. He's like one of the... What?
Hey, you pretty darn good, I tell you what. That was pretty southern of you there. I like that.
Well, it's like when you do a podcast with you for fucking 17 weeks, you start... I'm gonna pick up a little southern one way or damn another. I always fucking say backwards now. I can't say backwards. I say backwards. That's terrible. That you got me watching fucking King of the Hill too. So I always fucking say, I tell you what.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it, man. What the fuck was I even trying to say? Sam Mayer, he seems pretty fucking good. He's like one of the only guys who can really take it to Ty Gibson. To be fair though, like Arca's pretty fucking all that Arca's pretty fucking shit. There's like 3 guys who were competent, but he seems to be one of them, so good for him. So do you know, I don't really know much about the SUAREZ and BUBBA thing, but it seems like they're just kind of swapping rides so far, unconfirmed though, right?
Yeah, so I mean Bubba, I don't know. See, the only reason I'm sticking with this Hamlin thing is because Bob's mentioned it, and if Bob mentions it, it must mean it's somewhat credible, you know what I mean? And he hasn't confirmed anybody's going anywhere, but it looks like Hamlin's going to try to invest in a team of some sort, I guess it's looking more like the Toyota team now. Everybody thought it was going to be Jermaine.
I forgot about that too. Poor Jermaine, man. That kind of stinks because they were actually starting to sort of kind of get somewhere.
Yeah.
They've come a long way and they've been around for a long time too. It's just
I remember when they were the shit in the trucks.
Yeah, fucking who drove for them? Fucking
Todd Bodine.
Todd Bodine, yeah. Did he fucking kill it? He won a truck championship with them, right? One or two?
Yeah. I know he won at least one of them.
Yeah, those are the fucking good old days of the truck series, man. But it's crazy to see how far they came from that to being, not necessarily a very competitive cup team, but they went from like Starcom size to fucking a pretty legit mid-tier team. Kind of sucks though they're leaving without really getting to that getting more out of it, I guess. But yeah, that's another team. This is a weird off season, or not off season, but silly season, just because there's all these like little kind of teams that are floating around. That just seems to be like, usually you got the big names, the big teams, but it's like all that shit's settled now. It's all just kind of like the little stuff here and there. You know what I mean? With the big stories. I said a handful of podcasts ago that if I was Bubba, I probably wouldn't leave. And I still stand by that. Obviously, he's not going to be back with the 43 now, so that leads me to believe that they got something in store that's going to be pretty big, I would imagine. Yeah. They got some pretty big plans. I really hope SUAREZ doesn't get the fucking shit end of the stick again for the third year in a row. Could you imagine that poor bastard, man, from fucking Gibbs to Stuart Haas to Gaunt Bros, and now he's out again. What the fuck?
Yeah, and Gaunt Bros is about to turn into Gibbs. So
that poor bastard, man.
But if he goes to RPM, I'm sure RPM's going to be fighting for some of that sponsorship money Bubba brought in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've already seen that hinted at. Like, they don't know what sponsors are going with Bubba and what sponsors are staying. So, I don't know.
That's true, yeah.
I would hope SUAREZ, though, wouldn't just settle for a shitty cup ride at this point. You know what I mean? If he's just doing it for the money, like, okay, cool. But like, if he actually wants to be competitive, I wish he'd go back down to Xfinity and win some races.
Yeah, that might be the move. I just feel bad. I just hope. I don't know what I want for to happen for him, but I just want something good. I just feel bad for him because I always believed in him. In the first couple years, I always liked SUAREZ, but I don't know, man. I would imagine it's not easy going from team to team to team to team, But he was one of the few guys. I know he never really. He had his chances in Cup, and he has a couple of shots at wins, but like, compared to some of the other guys that have had opportunities, he's pretty competent. He's Xfinity Series champ one way or another. And he's proved he could win Xfinity races and he could be pretty competitive in Cup. Again, just never really got around to winning a race. But fuck, man, I mean, compared to some of the other boneheads that's coming up or has come through, I don't know. You got to give the man an opportunity and let him really go for a season or two at least. I don't know. I don't like how I just feel bad for the guy. Just been shit on. Like, you don't often go from like, when you're a young prospect like that, from a top team, and then you lose your ride, but then you get another top team, so it's like, all right, cool. And then he lost that one too. I don't know. I just feel bad for him. I hope he gets a good fucking opportunity. Hey, do we got any mailbag questions this week?
We got a couple. askmoonhead@gmail.com. Y'all know the drill by this point. Tommy Lovesy. It's the first one. Do you think that small teams like Starcom will eventually perform better when the next gen cars come, or will big teams still dominate? Also, you guys should have a segment where you talk about the biggest dumbass of the week. Would have been Truex after Darlington. P.S. I love the podcast and both of your YouTubes. Yeah, I mean, dumbass of the week would probably be a good segment.
Put that in the ideas chat.
Yeah. Do you think that small teams? I mean, I definitely think there's potential. I don't know that necessarily. I don't think every small team will just run good. I don't think Starcom would just suddenly run better because there's a new car. But I do think the new car will open up doors for. It'll even the playing field for at least part of a season. And it could open the door for more manufacturers, and maybe a team like Starcom could get a deal with a new manufacturer, and that could elevate them. So yes and no. I don't think though just the new car alone would make slow teams fast suddenly.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. This come around with the manufacturers. If anything is going to change any team, it's going to be a new manufacturer coming in for one way or the other. Starcom, I feel like, is one of the more competent backmarker teams. So if anybody's going to benefit, from like being really small teams, I would say it's probably them. They're not going to go from, going after top 30s to running top 10. That's not going to happen. It's probably not going to happen for a long time. A new car would absolutely help it, because that just kind of erases everybody's notes and everybody starts fresh. Obviously, the bigger teams are going to figure out a lot of stuff a lot quicker. But Starcom knows what the fuck they're doing. Again, I don't know if you can say the same about some of the other smaller teams, but the biggest thing though is I really hope we get a new manufacturer. I don't know if it's going to be BMW or somebody else, but I don't know if we ever talked about that, but that is definitely not. I don't think that was the one everybody was expecting. I'm not saying it's confirmed, but it really got hyped up there for a minute. I don't know if the hype's still there or not, but
which one? BMW?
Yeah,
I don't know though.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hearing, is that people were like, I don't know, but I don't know. It seemed like I just like the hype it added. It would be really cool to see him come in though.
Slow Motion writes, "Hey, Cozy and Travis. I was wondering, if you put one lasagna on top of another lasagna, how many lasagnas are there? Sent from my shitty ass Android."
I think it's 2, right?
Yeah, but does it just become one lasagna?
Uh-oh. Well, I guess it could be.
I'm going to say 2, because when I get a double hash brown at Waffle House, I could tell the difference between 1 and 2. And I know a double hash brown is 2 orders of hash browns. So I would say it would be 2 lasagnas.
Yeah, I'm going with 2.
Brian Green writes, "I just watched the second Richmond Xfinity race. So who do you think wins the Xfinity Championship this year?" Man, I'm going to say Justin Allgaier.
Bold prediction. He finally does it. I'm I'm gonna take. It's Phoenix, right? I was thinking of who's good at Homestead.
Yeah, I was gonna say Briscoe. Then I thought,
yeah,
Allgaier.
Fuck yeah, Allgaier's a good choice if he makes it to the Final Four. I'll take. Fuck it, I'll take Austin Cindric. Why not?
I could see it. I just think him and Briscoe have won so much, it's gonna be that third guy in line.
No, you're right. I could see it too. I could see that exactly playing out like that.
M&M Cup Series writes, "How do you guys feel about NASCAR not making the aero packages themselves and having the RTA and manufacturers have most, if not all, the input? Why do you think these young drivers aren't as excited to win cup races like most older drivers? They all seem very unenthusiastic." I didn't know that NASCAR doesn't do the aero package, so that's news to me. Okay. That sounds stupid, I guess.
Yeah, I don't give a who gives a fuck who does it, man? Just make it good.
Yeah, it sucks regardless, so I don't know. And then these young drivers aren't as excited. I think it's just because a lot of them are just billboards. You know what I mean? Like I don't know that they really have as much invested in it as some of the other guys used to, so that's why I feel like they're not as excited.
I was gonna say, some of the older guys know how hard it is to win the Cup Series. So when they win, it's a pretty big deal. Almost every time, especially when you get to like the Kevin Harvicks, who don't really know how much longer they're going to be around. Especially like MTJ and like some of those guys. I was thinking Martin Truex, dude. I'd be fired up every fucking single time I won. Especially nowadays, considering where he came from. Another 10 years ago. So. I don't know. I was thinking it's got to be fucking crazy to win your first Cup race. I was thinking, I guess there weren't fans in Kentucky, right, when Cole Custer won. So it's got to be a giant what the fuck. You just won your first ever Cup race. It's supposed to be a big deal, but nobody's there, and it's like, well, what the fuck do you do?
All right. Eli Pope writes, "Dear Cozy and Travis, thanks for answering my question last week, and I have a new one for you."
Uh-oh.
We've made it a few weeks without somebody telling us they have a question for us. If you send in an email, it's implied. Anyway, what is your favorite race that you have yet to attend in person? Huh?
Favorite race you have yet to. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Also, I heard you two are going to Bristol. Are you doing a meetup of sorts? Best of luck to you both. Probably not a meetup of sorts. We don't want to be those guys, and
Yeah,
I'm sure
nobody
somebody
likes those
get
guys.
mad.
Yeah.
What is your favorite race that you have yet to attend? I guess mean like favorite to watch on TV. Man, I don't know. I mean, I haven't attended a real Bristol night race yet, so I guess Bristol would be up there.
Oh,
But
we're gonna check one off the box.
yeah, assuming I don't die in the next couple days.
That'd be really tragic. Could,
Other than that,
spread your
I'd like
ashes
to
at the
go.
track.
Yeah. Please do that. We'll do like a fast track cremation. I don't know. Daytona 500, I guess.
Yeah, that would probably have to be the same for me. I can't believe I checked off Talladega. I keep on thinking back to when we went to Talladega this year. It still kind of feels like a dream to me. I can't believe I was there. It's so crazy to me. I had so much fun when I was there. We had to go there fucking 2 days, but it was so worth it. Fuck, man, I don't know. You know, it's so weird, and call me a fucking nerd, but it's like the Daytona 500 is cool. You know, obviously I want to go there and experience the Daytona 500, but like something about it, it just like it doesn't feel like it used to I don't.
No, it's just a shit show at this point. So yeah, I agree.
I don't know. It just doesn't feel like the Daytona 500 anymore. Like not like it used to. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel as important. So it's like at that point, it's like there's not a whole lot of other NASCAR races I really want to go to. Other than that, I'd like to see some of the other tracks, but like the big ones, like some of the best races, like Martinsville, Bristol, Talladega. Now, you know, I've gone to those tracks, so it'd probably have to be like an F1 race. I think at this point, I just want to experience an F1 race so bad.
I do too. Even though I don't give a fuck about it, I'd like to go to one.
Yeah, we'll have to make that happen soon.
Last question comes from Ryan Thompson. Morning, fellas. I was wondering what your favorite diecast in y'all's collections. Cozy, I know you have some, but Travis, what do you got? Love the podcast. Been a constant member of Cozy's for a while. Have a good one, y'all.
Thank you.
I don't. My dad had some diecasts, and I ended up with them, but that's really about it. I can't get myself to spend that type of money on model cars, so
Yeah,
I don't really have a favorite.
I don't blame you. I got a fucking shitload though, I've never really had a favorite. Probably some of my most favorites though are ones that I got autographed at sometimes throughout the races. I'll never forget the first time I ever saw Dale Jr. I got his autograph on his 2004 Daytona 500 car. I was at Indianapolis. I'll never forget it. I was fucking shaking. So it's I don't know. I always remember that one, and that's a pretty cool one. Probably, I don't know. Most of them are just Dale Jr. diecasts. I mean, there's some really cool ones out there, race versions. I don't know. I got too many of them, to be honest with you. But I don't know. You can never really have a favorite.
All right. Well, that's it for the
right.
mailbag. Not the podcast, folks.
Yeah, keep on listening. I wanted to go. I feel like I remember I had some comments. I didn't really write up any of them that I wanted to. The comments from the last podcast. Many of you memed me talking about Tenet, and then Travis talking that he had a dream about that he did meth.
Did I say that?
Yeah, Cozy reviews an awesome Senate movie that I think I'd watch. Travis, so I had a dream I did meth.
Well, I did have a dream I did meth, but I don't remember mentioning that on the podcast. Well, I guess I did.
Yeah,
I didn't do meth.
Cozy poured his heart out in the movie review, and the first thing Travis says is, "I had a dream I did meth."
Oh, well, sorry, but I did have a dream I did meth, and I woke up with like a taste in my mouth. Like it took me 10 minutes to realize I didn't do meth.
Kyle writes, "Did Pocono is owned by some organic food family business of something like that?" That's a fucking weird one. If that's true,
Inc. or LLC? some weird organic food family business LLC or Inc.
Andrew commented, thoughts on the Butterburger? Culver's is a top 3 fast food chain in my
Oh,
opinion.
fuck!
Huh.
I just, are we going to do some sort of food review in Bristol?
We can.
Because there's this place I want to try, and I'd like to ask some people if they know of anywhere. Like, tell them to tweet us or something. I guess I can tell them because they're hearing me too. Tweet us places to eat around Bristol because I want to try some, at least like one cool place. If nobody gives us like a good idea, there's this one place. It's got like this big ass like French fry thing on the front of it. I passed it one time when I was going by the track.
Big ass French fry thing?
Yeah, like it's a big ass French fry
thing or a French.
Well, like it's a big ass thing of French fries.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
But I don't know what it's called, and I don't know where it's at. Fuck, man, I'm looking for it.
How do you find that one in Google? Big ass French fry thing
I'm
restaurant.
About to type Bristol big French fry. Let's see.
If Google finds it, that's the fucking greatest thing ever.
Yeah, it didn't find it. Let me see. Bristol, Tennessee big French fry. Well, it has a big burger on it too.
Oh, all right.
Burger. Bristol, Tennessee burger. Oh, there's a burger bar in Bristol, Virginia.
Ooh.
Oh my God, this place, we might need to go there. That place looks pretty good. Oh, Pals. Here it is, Pals.
Hey, pal.
It's just called Pals. It's a chain, apparently. It's a drive-through. I don't know. I'd like to know if it's good, if it's worth reviewing. I need some Chef Moonhead content, and I'm sure you need some food review content. So I'd like to find nice places to eat.
Oh, I'm sure we can make that happen. Now I remember why we didn't talk about Jimmy going to IndyCar, because the podcast dropped like 2 hours. Somebody commented, missed Jimmy's two-year part-time IndyCar deal with CGR by an hour. So that dropped right before the news. Good segue, I guess. Whoop-de-fucking-do, Jimmy's going to IndyCar. It's been kind of the rumor for a while now, and it looks like it's happening. I want to see him on an oval, though. Like I'm sure he's going to have a great time, and I'm sure he'll be just fine on the road courses, but I want to see him on an oval now that they got the windscreen. Man up, Jimmy. Let's see it. I want to see him in the 500. I want to see a lot of those guys in the 500, man. That's been a lot of concern for a lot of the guys. Have been kind of like iffy because they didn't have any head protection. Look what we got now. We got some head protection, so come on down. But yeah, I'm excited to see what Jimmy does in IndyCar. I don't know. I think I don't know if he wins the race, but Jimmy's getting old, man. How the fuck old is Jimmy Johnson? His age popped up somewhere. I was like, holy fuck, he's old as shit. He's getting there. Let's find out. 44. That's crazy, man. I don't just like thinking back to like the mid 2000s and Jimmy Johnson like leading every lap and winning every race. It's crazy we've gotten to this point. It just doesn't feel real, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna win a race, but I think he'll have a lot of strong runs. I think he'll probably. I don't know though. It'd be cool to see him just come out there and just fucking rip everyone a new one. But I'm excited to see what he does, and obviously. Ganassi knows what the fuck they're doing over there with their IndyCar programs, so if he's going to win with anybody, it's going to be them. So drop your predictions for what Jimmy Johnson's going to do in IndyCar. Again, I want to see him on an oval, but he's obviously everybody knows what Jimmy Johnson's about by now. He's definitely going to be pretty stout. Also, there was just announced today, all you IndyCar fan. You IndyCar fan listening. Yeah, I know. I'm sure you're excited to hear Sebastian Bourdais is back. He's what is he, like a 5-time champion or something like that? That's where I'm kind of like fuzzy with my my IndyCar knowledge. But yeah, he was good back in the day, kind of when they with the champ car, I believe. He's getting on up there too. Yeah, he's a very accomplished driver. I don't know all his stats. I don't want to butcher any of them. That's for damn sure. But I know he's like IndyCar wise, fucking beast. He had that really bad crash in qualifying for the 500 that one year. You might have seen that at some point. And I believe that knocked him out there for a while. But yeah, I'm trying to look at his. Trying to pull up some of these stats, man. The only thing with it though, I was texting my buddy Brody. He lives in Indianapolis, so he always gets all the good juicy rumors. And he was telling me about that they had an announcement coming up, and I was like, oh, this is it. Foyt's finally fucking folding, and that's gonna be it. But no, they. It was a good announcement, so that's good. Foyt's been, for those of you who don't know, AJ Foyt's team has basically been the Williams of F1 for a long time now, so they just kind of suck. But it's cool to see him come back, and I don't know, maybe that'll be the boost they need. I don't know. But he's going to be back full-time, I think, in 2021, from what I understand. So, yeah, I was trying to look for his fucking 31 wins in Champ Car, which I guess is kind of... Oh, yeah. Fucking Wikipedia is awful. Yeah, okay, so it's 31 wins, 44 podiums in Champ Car, and then it kind of blends over to IndyCar with 6 more wins and 13 podiums and all that fun stuff. So, it doesn't say the fucking... oh, yeah, it's got his F1 stats in here, too. 6 career points, well done. So he's kind of one of those guys who's been around and kind of done it all. He's just quite the accomplished race car driver. Sebastian Bourdais. There you go. I guess we could transition on over to F1. This is the part where Travis tunes out. So F1 was at, I'm going to butcher how to say it, Mugello, something like that. I didn't really know the track what's the damn ever. And apparently it had not been on the F1 schedule ever, I don't think. Sorry if I butchered that again. They tested there at some point, from what I read, and they... it hadn't been on the schedule up until the Rona schedule happened this year, and they threw it on in there, and it was quite the race. I actually fell asleep for the last portion of it, so I'm not going to talk about it too terribly much. But they junked it up on. All right, only 12 cars finished. They junked it into turn 1. Verstappen had problems like pre-race, and something with the engine. He was slow, so when they took off, he was really slow. And he bottled everybody up. One of the McLaren cars spun, and then everybody else wadded up back behind him, including Verstappen. And then they had a safety car lap 1, and then they did the whole shebang. And then at some point, what the fuck happened? They had 2 red flags. It was crazy to have a red flag the week before, but then they had 2 red flags. So I guess we're gonna have 3 the next F1 race. But yeah, this is it's kind of crazy fucking 2 weeks. Lewis Hamilton won, which. Kind of disappointing. We didn't have another stupid winner like Gasly, but yeah, Stroll ate shit or something happened. I was asleep by that point, and that was another safety car, another red flag. That's right. That's what I was missing. The first red flag on the safety car, which goes back to the beginning of the race. Bottas was restarting them, but the green flag came out, but apparently you don't have to go until you hit the start-finish line or something like that. Anyways, he waited as long as he possibly could, and some jackass in midfield decided he was going to go and then jacked up the entire midfield, and everybody piled the fuck in. So, yeah, that was kind of that. And only 12 cars finished, and somehow Williams still did not score a point. Something happened, though. George Russell apparently was running 9th, and something happened, and he ended up finishing like tail end there, which kind of stinks, but... yeah, that was F1. I didn't really watch most of the race. I just fell the fuck asleep. But another crazy week. Where the hell are they at next week? They are at. Oh man, I had it up and I fucked it. Well, I don't know. They're somewhere. They do have a week off and then they're back somewhere. I'm not sure where that is, but little F1. I didn't realize how many F1 races we've had now in a span of like a bunch of weeks. They've only had like 2 off weeks, I think, which is great because a normal F1 schedule, it's like every other week, and then they have that summer break where they're off like a month, and it's like, what the fuck? And then they come back, and it's like every other, and it's just a lot of dead time in between. Still not as bad as IndyCar, it seems, but Yeah, so it's been pretty good with the formulas. Oh yeah, pizza. I was digging into this track. You remember Derek Daly, Travis?
No.
Remember Connor Daly when he lost his sponsorship?
Yeah.
You remember Derek Daly now?
Yeah.
Well, he kind of popped up anyways. For those of you who don't know, he lost his son Connor Daly's sponsorship of, what was it, Lilly Diabetes, because
Before Connor was even born, right?
yeah, he said a no word before he was even, like, back, what was it, in the 70s, I think, something like that.
Back before we had iRacing invitationals at Monza.
Yeah.
He said something he shouldn't have, and then it cost Connor a sponsorship like 30 years later.
Yeah, which is still like one of the dumbest fucking things ever, because Lilly Diabetes was like, yeah, we just don't want to bring any attention in this, and that's exactly what they fucking did. They
brought more attention to it. I
Exactly.
didn't know who the fuck Connor Daly's dad was, and I damn sure didn't know he had said that. And even if I did, I wouldn't have held it against Connor. You know what I mean? That'd be stupid.
That is one of the dumbest sponsor things I had ever seen ever in my life. Anyways, just a little.
What does Lilly Diabetes sell anyway?
Well, they don't sell diabetes. I think
I
they.
would hope not.
I think it's the opposite of that. They. I don't really know, to be honest with you.
Well, if you're diabetic and you need whatever they're offering, don't buy it from them. Buy it from somebody else. They're stupid.
Yeah, fuck them. Anyways, the Derek Daly, Connor Daly's dad, he won an F2 race at Mugello, or whatever the fucking track is called. They raced at this most recent F1 week. So I don't know.
How old is he?
67.
Well, be damned.
There you have it. He did some F1 or some formulas in general. 15 career points. Good for him. I didn't really watch any IndyCar. It was in Mid-Ohio. Not a big fan of Mid-Ohio, but with IndyCars, it's pretty good. I don't even remember who won the first race. Was it? That's terrible. I watched it too. I watched the first one. I didn't watch the second one. I saw Colton Herta won the second one. I think it was was it Will Power? I want to say it was Will Power, but I don't fucking remember. IndyCar's been kind of just disappointing this year. Honestly, it really has. I haven't been able to really get into it. Usually, I watch like every single race, and it's. This year, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's just the windscreen or what, but it's just I just ain't been really. That and the whole Rona schedule's kind of, I think, hurt IndyCar the most, because I was looking at the schedule, dude. There's only 3 races left, and they were like the last ones to start too. Where the fuck is this? Yeah, see all races. It's not pretty. They started at Texas, which was the boner deflator, and Scott Dixon won, and then they did the Grand Prix at Indianapolis, which is always bad, except for that one year it rained. And then wherever the hell this was at, Felix Rosenquist won this year? I didn't know that. Good for him. Where the fuck was this at? What track is this? Oh, it's Road America. Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed those races. Scott Dixon won the first 3 races. I didn't even realize Felix Rosenquist won this season. Pagano won Iowa. They've had a lot of double headers, I see. So they had a double header at Road America, and then Iowa, and then the 500. Scott Dixon won again after that. The doubleheader at Gateway. It's just been doubleheaders. Then they had doubleheader at Mid-Ohio. And you want to take a guess at what's next on the schedule?
Texas.
No, it's another doubleheader though. It's at fucking Indianapolis again.
I was only halfway paying attention. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I might be going to that. I'm not sure. I might go out there for the Harvest GP. They're doing another. It's at the IndyCar road course. This says it's supposed to be on USA. What the fuck is that? Huh. Harvest GP race 1 is on USA, and then the second one's on NBC.
Oh, USA! It's a channel.
Well, thanks.
Wrestling used to come on there.
What Okay, that's just that's leave it to IndyCar, man. Yeah, then they got the Harvest GP. There's only 3 races left. What is there? How many races have been? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is kind of weak, but especially all the double headers. Double headers are all right, but after a while, man, it's like you have a shitty race, and then you're gonna just have another one usually. Although all the races haven't been shit this year, most of them have. I feel like, I don't know. Then again, I haven't really paid a whole lot of attention. But why haven't I paid a whole lot of attention? I don't know. Maybe because the racing sucks. I don't know. Anyways.
Well, I found where we're going to eat.
Where's that at?
It's called the Burger Bar.
The Burger Bar.
Yeah, it's in Bristol, Virginia. It's right up the road from the hotel we stayed in last time. Mm-hmm. So we need to make arrangements to go here. It looks pretty. I'm gonna put the restaurant or the I know what this is. Website in the Discord. Oh, pardon me. I put it in the outline thing, but
that works. It's the same Burger Bar.
It looks
Bristol
pretty
Classic.
good.
Come get Burger Barred. Ooh.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun, but the food looks really good. So I think we should go. I think that it looks like a fairly popular place in that area, kind of a classic. It's been a Bristol classic since 1942, for Christ's sake. So I think we should go.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, fuck it.
All right,
that sounds good. Well, there you have it, Burger Bar. I'm looking forward to that. I like this menu. This is
yeah.
I like the feel this website gives me. It's a nice old school kind of. I like the prices too. This is great.
Look at this picture. If that doesn't scream come and eat, I don't know what does.
What the fuck am I looking at here? Can you tell the people what the fuck I'm looking at?
We're looking at a guy holding 2 corn dogs, I think.
Those are the biggest fucking corn dogs I've ever seen in my life. What the fuck are those supposed to be? I don't know. If that...
He's proud of them.
Some fucking fried horsecock or something. Jesus Christ.
Either way, it looks interesting. I don't know. Looks pretty good.
He looks proud of him though. So I mean, if that man, whatever it is, I'll take a chomp at it, horsecock or not. I mean, it's got to be good with that smile. So
they, it looks like they are open. I don't know if I was scrolling back through their Facebook. They might be closed inside with the race in town because they did that last time. But we'll be able to take out or eat outside or something.
Yeah.
No, have you seen the weather?
No, what's up?
It's going to be cold during the night. It's going to be in the 40s and pretty cool during the days. So, I wouldn't mind eating outside. It'd be nice.
I'm going to have to... Oh, man, I'm going to be shivering during the damn night race. So I'm going to have to...
You know what's going to happen?
I have to pack my long johns. What?
Everybody's going to go there, used to hot temperatures. They're going to go get cold. They're going to leave fucking sick because they sat out in the cold all night.
Oh, jeez.
Suddenly, guess what Twitter's going to do?
Yeah.
I'm calling it.
Well, there you have it. You heard it here first. I fucking hope not. If you're going to Bristol, pack your long johns. I'm going to pack my winter jacket, my long johns, my fucking everything I got. There's nothing worse than being unprepared for a cold-ass night race. It's usually, that's the thing, though. It's like, if it's like 60s to 70s, here's the thing though. I'm little and I got a little noodle arm, so it didn't take much for me to get cold. Even though I was out there for the little 500, and it was about that. It was like mid 60s, and I was shivering because the breeze after a while. Those cars get going, that fucking vortex, and my little arms get to shaking. Yeah, I'm bringing all my winter stuff. But that's hey, at least it's not gonna be fucking hot as shit though, I guess so. But it should, as long as it doesn't fucking rain. I shouldn't have said that. What else do we got? I think that's about it. You got anything else you want to talk about? I think it's about.
I don't think that's it.
I feel like I had one more thing I wanted to say, but I'm kind of. I don't know where that thought went. I'm excited for Bristol though. We haven't really talked about what I guess we're gonna do another little mini gas hole somewhere around in there for Bristol. We got to do something on location. We'll get some stuff done. We could talk about that later, but once again, we'll be in Bristol Friday and Saturday, Xfinity and Cup. Hope the racing's good if you're going. Have a good time. If not, enjoy it on TV, and that's about going to do it. So, you got anything else you want to say?
No.
Alrighty, well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening to this edition of the Gas Holes Podcast, episode number 17. We'll be back next, unless we got a little Bristol, we might have a little special Bristol segment in the, pop up somewhere around in there. It might be a little half a point episode, but either or, we'll be back next Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern, Y'all know the deal. Thank you for listening. We really do appreciate it. And we'll catch y'all in the next episode.